Hey team, welcome back to Dukes on Twitch. Back today with a very cool list. This is a green-white Saga Depths list that was run by Sprout into a first place finish in the Legacy Challenge a few weeks back. This is a really cool take on the deck. I haven't seen one this artifact heavy before, but he's done really well with it, or they have. It plays a bunch of cards that I haven't seen in the main deck before, like Thorn of Amethyst, Sphere of Resistance, Lotus Petal, which is actually a Saga target I wanted for a long time, because a lot of the times I just wanted that extra mana. Soul Guide Lantern for Graveyard Hate, Needle for Wasteland, Karakas, Planeswalkers, Map to go and find either the combo or a Saga piece. You then have the Loam and Exploration kind of package to make use of the graveyard, bring back cards of course, maybe get a Wasteland lock going, or get back a Saga, or your Dark Depths package, Crop Rotation and Reclaim it to find them. It just looks really fun. I really like this list. Esper Sentinel as a card I really enjoy as a Jet and Taxes player. I kind of wish it was good enough for that deck, but obviously it hasn't really seen too much play there. And then it plays some cool one-offs. So Ancient Tomb is in the list, which means if you have Thespian Stage, Dark Depths, and a green source and a crop, you can then crop for Ancient Tomb and then have the 2 mana for Stage, which is really cool. Maze of Ith is pretty good because against something like Blue-Red Delver, if you have a Needle on Wasteland, Maze on any of their creatures, including Murktide, is really nice. Step is great for protection from removal. Bog is great at instant speed for graveyards. You know the drill. This deck is playing the full 4 Saga, 4 Depths, 4 Stage, 4 Wasteland, 4 Mox, which is really nice. So hopefully all of this package with a bit of search in Crop, Reclaimer and Saga, and I guess Loam to some extent, gives the deck some consistency, which is good. Hey Dave, thank you for the Sagas. To the board, we have some removal in Prismatic Endings and Swords to Plowshares for the Pharaoh matchups, Tabernacle for the Go Wide strategies, Grafdigger's Cage is really nice for Green Sun Zenith decks, some of the combo decks, especially for Reanimator, quite nice to have. Surgical and Endurance for Graveyard Hate, Thalia's for combo, Collector Oof and Force of Vigors for some of the combo decks, and also for just some of the Go Wide decks, like 8 Cast at the moment is pretty strong. And also nice for things like Back to Basics, Ensnaring Bridge, etc, etc. Let's just get into it. This is I'm really pleased to pilot this, but to Sprout, I love the name, first up, and secondly, congratulations on the first place finish with the Legacy Challenge. That is very, very cool. All right, streaming, we're in. Nice. Have my iced latte. Played some Green White Depths this morning. Sa, dude. Hey, TJ Fate. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This should be pretty fun. If you're looking for the deck list, you can find it in the Cardboard Live functionality. It's hanging pretty well. It's hanging pretty well. Looking at... missed the name of the deck. I'm just calling it Green White Saga, but it's Sprout's take. So if you want to find it, here is the player. Yeah, really cool. So they have a few pretty good finishes with it. A 5-0 and then a first place in the challenge just gone. Interesting. So the challenge was actually on the 26th. Wow, so it actually won the challenge on the weekend. Okay. Okay. There we go. But yeah, he looks, or they look to be a vintage player, modern player, legacy player, which is pretty cool. But to get that first place legacy finish is always a nice one. Really interested to see how the Esper Sentinels go. And how many turn 1 2-drops, how many hands we have with the ability to cast a 2-drop on turn 1. Pretty nice as well that we can like Ancient Tomb into Sphere on turn 1. We don't need a Mox or Petal start, which is pretty sweet. I did try a green-white list the other day. Actually, it was a green-black Saga list that was playing Life in the Loam and Exploration instead of Life in the Loam and Sylvan Library. It didn't work out too great. I did really miss the ability to draw cards with library. We didn't really see the explorations. So I guess in those matches we wouldn't have seen the libraries either in those slots, but perhaps in this deck it's going to do a little bit better, and hopefully it does. Sphere is all spells cost 1 more, and Thorn is non-creature spells. Just have to remember that, because it means that this is just a really nice build because it makes the combo decks a little bit easier in game 1. But maybe some of the Pharaoh decks, like a green-white Depths deck with Knight, a little bit tougher. I would say that green-white Depths with neither Reliquary in the Green Suns package probably has a bit of an upper hand in this matchup. But I really like the build, and it looks like they went from in the league they played a full 4 set of Esper Sentinels down to 3, so they've obviously cut one and then done really well with it. It's funny that it's white-green on MTG Goldfish for the league, and then it goes to lands as the first place finish in the challenge. All right. Tough. Just not the hand that I want. It's a 1-lander with a Mox, so it's not really doing anything here. I'm pretty happy to mulligan this. Okay. This is actually pretty nice. Depending on what my opponent is on, I'm probably bottoming the step. Yeah, Thorn looks to be played as just the 5th Sphere of Resistance, which is pretty cool. I think this hand is pretty good. It's either, I'm not sure if I want to drop the step and then pitch the maze. Really depends on what my opponent is on. Definitely keeping. I think we're bottoming the step to put it back in the deck. And then I think here we're going to bottom the Mazavith to the Mox. I kind of want both Sagas, as greedy as that sounds. And then the Wasteland can, you know, sometimes reel it. I don't went to 6. Alright, opponent just 6'd through that, which is interesting. Ah, Dredge. Most likely. Which isn't too bad. If they don't have like a killer turn this turn, we do have Bojuka Bog next turn. But with LED in hand, I'm going to assume they have something. Oh, nothing. Wow. Okay. I kind of want the Saga because we can go and get Soul Guide Lantern. But I think the play here is just bog them and take out the Grave Trolls. But I probably want to do it in upkeep. So they can't like... I guess if they still have Dredges in hand, they can do it in... They can then crack their LED. I think we're definitely playing the Wasteland. And then potentially it's Wasteland Colosseum. Or we keep the Saga and then we get Soul Guide as like a second way to bog them. I don't mind that. We can let them dredge. That's very true as well. We don't have to go all in on this right now. And I think the Wasteland here is what I want to throw away to the Reclaimer, not the Saga, so I probably am just going to not Wasteland here. See what they hit. Okay, they hit nothing. They're playing Flamekin, which is pretty interesting. Yeah, proper old school. Flamekin makes me think this is like a pretty old school build, but a really cool card. So the question is, do I want to go for a token here? I don't think I do, because then my opponent can Colosseum. I think I just want to untap and get my Soul Guide Lantern and take out the Golgari Grave Troll. My question is with the Erza Saga trigger on the stack at 3, can I then sack it to Reclaimer to get another land, but then also search with it? How do they get Flamekin in play? They probably use Dread Return, which can flashback by sacking 3 creatures to return target creature from your graveyard into play. Yeah, I don't think I can do anything here. I think I just have to untap and upkeep. And then here... add a mana. It's tough because I don't really want to use the Bog right now either. I'd rather just add a mana so I could play the Sphere this turn as well. I guess we'll see what they do in response. They do nothing. Yeah, we can hit Colosseum here, which is pretty nice. I actually don't mind that. And then I probably just want to play... Saga. And then I could potentially rotate a land here into a Ancient Tomb, so I can play Sphere, and then also have open Bojuka Bog. Oh, we have the mana left over anyway, so I don't need to use the crop here. They hit 1 bridge and Stinkweed. Here I'm pretty happy to probably trade away the Wasteland for could get Ancient Tomb, which allows me just to hold up one activation of Reclaimer through one land. Which would then mean if we draw a land off the top, we can keep up Reclaimer as well as the Ancient Tomb. Nice. That's pretty good as well, because now we just have the combo online. Pretty happy for these groups to come in. Okay, they hit a looting. Do I care? That's the big question, because currently we have 2 mana for crop rotation through the sphere and then 2 mana to activate and copy Dark Depths. So unless they hit Narcomoeba, I'm not too unhappy. And even if they do hit Narcomoeba, we still have the ability to untap and then trade Ancient Tomb for Sajiri Step and just get through the Narcomoebas. So I think we just let this resolve. There's Hogak as well. There is a world where I also just go for it here. I don't mind that, because we can get Bog and then use the 2 mana here to trade that for... It takes a turn off, but I think that's okay, yeah. I think now is fine. So we want to trade away the Saga for Bojuka Bog. Yeah, and then we can use Tomb, Reclaimer, turn Bog into Dark Depths, and then untap, and then we have the 2020 next turn, so pretty nice. Yeah, pretty nice to get that. Probably a matchup where the Loams are a little bit too slow. Explorations are interesting. I definitely want the Endurances and the Surgicals. And the Tabernacle's pretty interesting. I do like the Cage as well. I don't want to overboard. I think just Graveyard Hate is fine. The only other card I'm thinking of is Tabernacle, for when they try to go wide with zombies. But I feel like with Flame King Zealot, they're going to go off the same turn they get creatures into play, so Tabernacle's probably not doing anything. Esper Sentinel's also interesting. I do want the Crackers because we saw Hogak. Thalia is pretty interesting. Is Thalia better than a Sphere effect? I could see Spheres going down as well. Yeah, I think maybe just like Swords, Spheres aren't that great on the draw. Like Thalia's not too bad, even just as a 2-mana first striker. This might be it. Just trying to think if Tabernacle's worth bringing in. I don't think so. I think this deck already has a lot of manipulation, and with like the Surgicals and the Endurances, the Grafdigger's Cage, the instant speed Bogs, We have a lot of ways to attack the mana base. This is an interesting one because we have the combo, we have a win condition, we also have interaction in Endurance and Reclaimer as a pitch, but is it enough? That's the big question. Is this going to get me there? We brought in a few cards, including Surgicals. I think Surgicals would most likely just go after Bridges as soon as possible, or Narcomoebas, or Icarids if we saw them. I don't think it's too greedy to keep this. Yeah. There is a world where just like Endurance and Wasteland can get them. Imp. Okay. Okay, that's pretty nice, because now we get to play turn 1 Reclaimer. They hit a Narcomoeba, but I think that's going to be okay. They just got another bridge. Another bridge. Okay. They have LED. So now they get to looting. I think here I just make them draw 2, discard 2, and put these all back in the deck. Or do I wait? I'm a little bit inexperienced here, I'll admit that. Do I get punished by not doing it now? Do I get punished by doing it now? Make sure to resolve the evoke first. Ah, because then you the bridges. Yeah, that's true. We can wait? Yeah, I feel like we can wait. Yeah, so now I'm pretty happy to cast by exiling Claimer. They have Sanctities, which is pretty scary if they had that in the opener. So I guess we go, is it a... Do we click on evoke first and then this? Or is it trigger and then trigger? Is it second then first? I believe it's second then first. So we want to click on evoke second, graveyard trigger, and then evoke trigger. So Endurance will die, and then they'll lose their bridges, which is huge. Nice. And then we exile their put their grave at the bottom of the Malibu, and then the Narcomoeba isn't there. Nice. And then we can turn this Savannah into an Ancient Tomb, and we're good as gold. Tomb really speeds this up as well, which is nice. Yeah. Nice one. Very cool. Otherwise, they keep the bridges in the deck. Yeah, Panda, that is a great point. Sprout. Dredge. Elvish Acclaimer there is so good. We played against Unbanned Oko and Labe, and I cannot remember what they were on. But this hand is pretty strong. Unbanned Oko and Labe. Were they on Erza Saga? I feel like they were. And I feel like in early 2020 is just what I want. That's right. Echo with Tangle. They play 8-cast. Oh, they hit an Echo. That's kind of scary. Oh, wow. Brutal. Double LED. Yikes. Hand is still okay. Chalice on 1 is fine. Chalice on 1, do we have answers to it in the main deck? No. That's cool. That's cool. That's all G. Hey Andre, thanks for the follow. Let me know where you're from. If you play Legacy, what you play in Legacy. Another 1-drop. From Italy? Very cool. Quite new to Legacy, play Bugger Learn. Very nice. Unfortunately, this might be a quick death through these Saga tokens. Hey Jack, welcome. Hope you're doing well, mate. Hope you had a nice Christmas. That turn 1 was brutal. Turn 1 Emery into Echo into Charles for 1. I think we just unfortunately have to take that. Alright. I nearly like all of this. I like the Tabernacle for Psy, which we did see in previous games. Force, Collector Oof, Ending, Sword. I still like the Sphere effects. This is actually a weird one to... the Maze isn't doing a whole lot in this matchup. Map's pretty good. Needle. Soul Guide to some extent. Cage. Cage really stops Echo and Emery. I guess we're not trying to go too far, so I can take out the explorations. Probably a Loam. I don't mind the Moxen. Especially for like turn 1 sphere effects. Esper Sentinel is probably okay. But maybe that's what I want to cut. And just go full control. But But if I go full control, I probably want to play like Thalia. I still like the crops, especially with Tab if I need it. Might drop out on the pedal. No, I do want that explosiveness. Tough one. Hey Deepizzle, welcome. Yeah, stopping Echo isn't. That's pretty true. I think then we might play the Cage, and I might just trim on Crop and Reclaimer. Nice hand in the blind, but it doesn't really have the hate that I want. This is the Sphere. I guess we could turn on Crop here into Sphere. We could also hold up turn 1 Sword. I don't mind that. Ages this and that. I recently played Banana Maverick for 2 leagues, and I recently played Green-White Maverick for 2 leagues. So I reckon after this, and when I'm back from New Year's plans, I'll probably play some Abzan Maverick. So probably in the first few days of Jan. I think we keep this. I'm going to throw the Dark Depths away most likely to the Crop. I kind of want the Saga as well. I think it's the Needle here that I drop. And then we just hold up turn 1's Sword or Crop. Yeah, I think in this matchup, Jack, you might have a good idea. Would you keep in the sphere effects? Would you go like a kind of control route, or would you try to take out a lot of the taxing stuff? Interesting, they're gonna do nothing. Tomb, wow. But nothing. Savannah. Smells like an Echo. So I have some options. I could crop this into Ancient Tomb, play Sphere, and then play Savannah, hold up Sword in case they like force the Sphere and then want to go for a sword, want to go for like a Hull Breacher line. Saga into Sphere is pretty nice as well. I think we will get the Saga online. And at least the Mox Opal currently doesn't tap for anything. Force. It's resculpt. Okay. Mox Opal online. Erza's not too bad because we have the sword. Emery. I feel like we just want to sword the Erza. Play Yav? Hey Jig, a huge thank you. You know what? I would love to do like a Doomsday stream with you and just be like a total novice and let you just kind of like teach me the ways. Teach me the ways. Because I do watch Kai stream a fair bit. And obviously he's a very well-known Depths player, Doomsday player. I think step one is definitely dealing with Erza here. And I can either hold up. I think I play the Yavimaya so I can hold up Crop. And then next turn we can DD. They've already got rid of a resculpt, which is probably their best way to get rid of a 2020. That's kind of cool. What do I want to do here? I think I'll rotate the Saga into stage. I'm just seeing if I have the mana to also make a construct. There's no real need to make a construct, to be fair. I think I just get Graph Cage here to turn off the Emery. Play Depths. Pass with Crop open. Interesting, they just turned off their Opal. So there's a world here I actually just want to crop for Wasteland and Wasteland the Ancient Tomb. Opal is still on, sorry, yeah it is. That's my bad. I think in case of like Ensnaring Bridge, like land Ensnaring Bridge. Nice. All right. What are we doing in this matchup? I feel like we're the control deck. I don't feel like we're the beatdown. So I think I feel that I'm a little bit confused in how I'm building this deck post sideboard. Because I think maybe on the draw, the spheres are just a little bit too slow. I think the spheres are the big thing here that I'm not too sure about. Like maybe I should be taking out the 5 spheres and bringing in like 3 Esper Sentinels as like ways to keep drawing cards. Yeah, so I feel like we're trying to control the game to an extent where we can just win with a combo and not die to their constructs. Crop is pretty magnificent. I don't mind this. I don't mind the Sentinels, just to try them out. Tomb, yes. Bog. Depths, yes. I could see us going down on like 1 Depths. But you know, the ability to combo early on is pretty good, so having 4/4/4 is pretty nice. Yeah, Maze isn't too bad if they go down or beat down. But so isn't so is Tab. Let's see how this goes. I just want to get that Esper Sentinel into play. Okay. Turn one Loam or turn one Sentinel. Turn one Sentinel. Then we have a Dark Depths pretty close. I don't mind this. It's tough though because we don't really have the tools to like control their board in hand. And once Loam's in the bin, like we already have what we kind of want out of Loam. So it's a weird hand because what I'm really loaming for in this matchup is these pieces, which we already have. So I'd rather be drawing into things like Collector Oof or Force of Vigor. I don't think it has enough gas in hand for me to want to be loaming. So then like the loam kind of makes this a 6. And would I keep this as a 6? Probably not. Okay. This is nice. We have some control over their board. We still have the combo. I think I'll keep this. But bottom the pedal? Yeah, Loam is pretty medium without exploration, that's very true. Emery. They didn't hit anything that relevant, which is nice. Ooh, Force of Vigor. Okay. Still not great with the Emery in play. The question is, do I now keep Reclaimer in hand because of the Force of Vigor? And I think I do. I guess they can always get back the bauble here. Yeah, I guess I kind of want to keep the Reclaimer in that case to actually force a Chalice. Surely this is not forcible. No. Just gonna get rid of the Resculpt. This is a really interesting card, and obviously a really good card against the Collector Oof decks, and a card you have to worry about because obviously Mother of Runes isn't great in the matchup, but it is nice to have some sort of protection. So having Step in the deck is really nice still. I kind of hope they play more artifacts that I actually want to hit before I get this Soul Guide Lantern going. So like if they go like Chalice, something else, they're going to try to get it back. I think I'm pretty happy just to exile everything now. I think that's the job of Soul Guide here, just to slow them down a little bit. Saga is actually a really nice target for Force here. So if we can get a Chalice as well, or if they get a Psy down. Yikes. And they have a Pedal. Still pretty happy to... I think we can wait one more turn and allow them to untap with the Saga. Just to see if we draw another green card that isn't as great. Play stage this turn. And then upkeep, take out Saga and a Thopter. Which, again, isn't great. But I do want to hit this before it hits 2, so they can't create a... Yeah, just to try to slow them down enough to get this online. And then maybe find Shadow Spear through this Saga, which I believe we don't have. Cool, okay. Well, that's going to be tough. We do not have Shadow Spear. We do, however, have Tabernacle, which will definitely put some pressure on this Sai. Oh, they have an Erza. More like Shooter Spear. Nice, Spatula. I like it. Khan's pretty good. It's like Needle or Bust. Yeah. Still a little bit too slow. Yeah, Emery's done a lot of work this game. I just don't think we have an out, unfortunately. Really just gotta be quicker. Tough one. Sweat, Erza Echo. 02. I think just working on sideboarding there for me is something I could do a lot better. And just knowing how to sideboard, so it's a little bit cleaner. And kind of make sure I understand my role in that matchup. Because if I'm halfway between like control or being aggressive, it's not going to work out. Because I think my opponent had a pretty good idea of what they wanted to do. Hope you guys are well. Hope you guys have some nice plans for New Year's, whether it's going and getting sloshed, or just catching up with family, or a night in by yourself. New Year's is pretty overrated anyway, so if you make plans, you're going to be disappointed. That is rule number 1. I think as well, maybe in that game too, it was best just to turn that Ancient Tomb of crop rotation into a sphere instead of waiting the turn. Because it makes a lot of things cost a lot more. They had Force of Will? Yeah. I guess still. I wonder if they would have forced the crop instead of what we were going for. I think so. I think they would have probably forced the crop. Warrior. Oof. Green-black depths. Oh, yeah, green-black depths. Okay. We're on the play, which is nice, so... I think he would just hold up crop and then try to go for dark depths off see what they want to do. I feel like we just go for it here. And like if they have Caracas, they have Caracas. Saga token's pretty interesting as well. Maybe Saga is the route. Huh, I didn't think of Saga. This is actually pretty interesting because I could go for the 2020, which dies to Swords to Plowshares and... Yeah, we could just combo next turn. Swords to Plowshares and Caracas naturally. The Caracas off the Reclaimer comes in tapped, at least. But maybe Saga is better, just to go long. Wasteland the Savannah. Yeah, I am going to go Saga here. It's a little slower, but I like that we get to get like a token here. Wasteland that Savannah. That's pretty hot. Okay, so now the Reclaimer can be a 3/4 pretty easily. Another Mox. Yavimaya is really nice without depths, that's correct. See if they respond. They don't. I think we just name Reclaimer here with Needle. And then lay Caracas. Mox, Pitch Depths. Now we have a 5/5. Swords, sure. Ooh, Loam's pretty nice. Could potentially loan back Saga. Kind of want to deal with this Knight. We don't have a great way to deal with it. I feel like I want to wasteland the Yav, but then this becomes a 3/4. So I think I might just want to play Wasteland, or play Saga, make them kind of have to wasteland it. And then play Map. They can also go on the beatdown as well, which is pretty tough. We're at 14. Ending on Needle. Okay. Wasteland Saga. Yeah, this can be tough. They probably get Bog and Bog the Loam. Few things. They have one card in hand. I get a free swing here. Because if they block, we can then use Map to go and get Bajuka Bog and then kill the Knight to say best actions because it'll have 5 damage on it. I don't mind Stage. Stage and see what they get. There is a world where they can get Wasteland and then Wasteland themselves. I think they're a little bit off. If they get double Wasteland, they would have won, because they could double Wasteland, put 4 in the bin, and then it would be 14 exactly. Hager. I did not expect a red source. Another Knight's pretty good. I should have used mana for the map, actually. Yeah, this doesn't do a whole lot. But I should play the other sphere. No, because then I take 2 as well. They can just attack with 2, I believe? No attacks, interesting. I guess it's much of a notchness because now they get to just fill the graveyard again. Yeah. Tough. No Shadow Spear is pretty rough. Alright, let's take out the spheres. I like the swords, the prismatic endings. I don't mind Cage because it stops Green Suns. That's pretty big. Endurance is also nice. It's just an attacker. I like taking out Depth as well. At least just going down to 1 for like a maybe. Loam's still strong. Exploration's still strong. One more card. It might just be like a force to deal with things like Sylvan Library or their own Moxen. I think I like that. A lot of mana, but doesn't really do anything. And I want to have like a swords or something in my opener. Okay. Keep. Depths is... I think we just bottom the depths. Keep and bottom depths. And just hold up turn 1 swords or crop. I don't want to play exploration and then lose either land to Hey Elo, welcome. There is a world where I keep Wasteland there and then hold up Crop and activate Saga. I think that's actually the better play. I think just Wasteland there isn't the greatest. Okay, this is actually pretty good. Oh, they might even have Force of Vigor. That'd be pretty brutal. But I guess we can at least crop away the Saga. They're gonna wait. I could get Lotus Petal here to hold up Crop or Swords. They're gonna force these two. Okay, the Exploration wasn't doing too much anyway, so that's not too bad. Ah, did we just go straight through our combat? That was really weird. Not sure what happened there. I think I'd rather hold up Crop here. Ah, Summoning Sickness, of course, yeah. I'm thinking of the other one. Yeah, I'm pretty happy to hold up Crop here. Interesting spot for sure. This library's pretty huge. Nice. Knight's fine. I think we do take the green mana away. I also have the combo here, but I don't think that's where I want to be. So we attack first. Hit Yav. There's now a 3/4. And then... yeah. Did I play a land? Did I miss playing a land? No. Okay. See what they get here. Another Savannah. Gonna hit the Wasteland. It's nice to like not play around that. I think we now go for Saga, yeah, and then have the other rotate. It's pretty good. But now they're down to 3. Oh, we can just give pro here, right? With step? Pro green gets through? Nice. Ooh, the grind. Right. Do we want to change anything? My only thought is surgical. Surgical and Wasteland is really nice, and I mean really nice. I think like maybe Surgical is a little bit more impactful than Esper Sentinel. And seeing the library there doing so much work, like maybe there's a world for another Force, but I don't want to overcommit. We already have like a Prismatic Ending for library as well. Hey Jodo, too kind. I'm gonna keep one Sentinel. The card is pretty fun to play with, so that's why I'm playing. Okay. It's gonna be a really aggressive hand if they start on non-basics. Okay. Yeah, pretty happy to hit this with the Prismatic Ending of just a basic. Actually, we can go for a duel here. Yeah. And then I don't want to trade this. If they play Sylvan Library here, I'm definitely throwing these two away. Nothing? Okay. Crop. Nice. That song's a little bit dull. I'm just going to skip through that one. Wow, nothing. Bog tapped is fine. What did they pitch? Force of Vigor, pitch Force of Vigor. I think we just copy Saga here, yeah. And like they could like crop into Wasteland, but like we don't really care about that. We have so many resources here. I feel like I'm playing Settlers of Catan. Alright. Cast this, now we can hold up crop, which is really nice. Wasteland's fine. Just keep the saga going. I also don't want to play the Yavimaya here. I don't want to give them access to like a green without having the Mox. I just want them to try to find that Sylvan Library and play it. Nice. That's a huge win because I think Green-White Depths has a quite a strong matchup against this deck. So to be able to really like tie them down on resources and make sure that they're trading with things that we can crop rotate away or not really care about is pretty huge. So that's a nice little win to come back from after that loss to Erza Echo. But yeah, they did stumble on mana there. We'll give them that. Basic Island Delver. That's very interesting. Here we can play the Reclaimer around Days, which is quite nice. And also the Mox, of course. I think we're just pitching the Tomb. I don't want to be losing life against the Delver. No flip's huge. Means they have to have removal for the Reclaimer if they want to get through. Okay. I think next turn, depending on what we draw, I'm pretty happy just to wasteland the Volk here. They did nothing else. They didn't ponder. They didn't brainstorm. I don't mind wasteland their Volk and then Needle and Wasteland. Next turn Saga, and then Stage, and then Saga can find map for Dark Depths down the line. Which currently this is a pretty slow clock. Does flip, Expressive Iteration. Oh, but do they have another source of mana? Surely. Wow, they have to brainstorm. Okay, find a fetch land. But no backup threat, which is good for us. Okay. Let's play Saga. And then Soul Guide's, I think, actually pretty nice here. Especially if they're trying to, like, Murktide us. Take out the Bolt. And then probably... We'll see what they do next turn, but we might just be turning this Soul Guide into a card. So I could respond to this fetch land by exiling the graveyard if I'm really scared of Murktide. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It would be a 4/4, which would turn the clock around. We know one card in the hand is Expressive Iteration, but I feel like they wouldn't have double fetched for that. I feel like they would have left to fetch for like a Brainstorm, perhaps. I think I will. Yeah. I feel like I care more about that than Expressive Iteration. 3 mana. True Name. Okay. Well, that's a real threat. Okay. I'm gonna wait. Yeah, I am missing Shadow Spear a little bit, I will admit. Okay, we have just enough mana next turn to make Dark Depths, which is quite nice. And it all plays around counter magic. Because we have 1, 2, 3, 4 mana. Expedition Map comes into play, 2 mana to use it to find Dark Depths, and then 2 mana to activate with Stage. So opponent needs like another Delver here, and a Bolt off a... So like land Delver, flip it, so they can swing us down to 7, and then next turn they need to get through at least 4 and then have a bolt. I'm just gonna make this dude now. And then just 6. Oh, we just draw the Dark Depths. Okay, that makes things a little bit more easier. What do I want to find? It's a good question. It might still just be map. I can just pass here. I don't need to use this mana here because we have more than enough. We have Needle and Wasteland. Yeah. We can attack as well. I guess does a dashed Ragavan change things? I guess like the 5 damage here does not matter. But what does matter is if they untap and have Red Source, Dash Ragavan, and also Bolt. Then if we block the Dark Depths and then don't have a blocker for Ragavan, it's 3, 6, 7, 8. So I think we don't attack here, just in case they're playing Ragavan. There's a world where I should play around Stifle. I have seen Stifle in some lists. And actually, okay, I know what the power of map here is. Map's finding step, because they might just try to keep back Expressive Iteration. So, keep back the Delver. So I'm actually going to make the Dark Depths now. Just in case they're trying to find Delver. Find Stifle, sorry. Brainstorm's okay. So they might think the line is attack with True Name, untap, attack with True Name, Bolt. But we can luckily go Marit Lage, Step, Pro Blue, attack through Delver. Like they could have like Vapor Snag, perhaps? But we can't really beat Vapor Snag anyway. Nice. Go and find Sajiri Step. Play Sajiri Step. This gives Marit Lage Pro Blue. Combat, we can attack with both. Nice. Oof. Oof. Okay, Delver. We do like the endings. We do like the swords. I don't mind the Thalias, even on the draw. I do like the endurances. Okay. Sentinels are annoying for them. Bog's okay. Exploration I'll take out. I'll go down to 1 Loam. Spheres I'll take out on the draw. I think that's actually pretty nice. Everything else kind of has its place. Yeah. I actually like this. We have removal, which is nice. We have turn 1 Sentinel into Lotus Petal, hold up crop rotation. Yeah, I think maybe Sphere isn't where I want to be. I think Sphere might actually tax me a lot more with dealing with their creatures and actually kind of, yeah. Good point, Panda. All right. Savannah. Petal. Sentinel. Honda. Pretty happy to play everything around days here. Nice. Taxing them is pretty nice here, I will admit. See what the Ponder does. Chose to not shuffle. Okay. Prismatic Ending would be a nice draw because then we could play the swords without really caring about anything else. I'm gonna play the Saga. Do I want to play out the Reclaimer just yet? I kind of feel like I want to take out the Insect here just to keep my life total pretty high. They're pretty far away from Murktide, but True Name is a real threat. I'm pretty happy to pass with Crop Up, and then next time we can trade the Petal for a... I guess we actually get to play a land next turn and then Saga, which is nice. Wasteland's not too bad because of the crop. That's just going to resolve, okay. I think we just get another Saga, if they're going to care about it that much. And no follow-up from them, wow. The quest continues, it does. I like that. Delver's okay. Iteration, perhaps? Alpine Moon, interesting. That's gonna be okay. At least we get one little dude out of it. Really cool card. I really like this card as a bit of tech. Oh, was I supposed to... Oh, it's as it enters play. That's a huge mistake from me. I thought it was when it enters play, but it's as. Tough. Apologies. Sorry, guys. That's on me. We baited them to not name Depths. That's very true. I'm not sure if hey chat, do you think MTGO is lagging a little bit? I get a kind of lagging feel. After this match, I might actually restart MTGO. Actually, I wanna hold up this to act like we have like Sword Splashes. I think we will, yeah. I assume by reset the client, you mean to just close and restart? Yeah. You reset after every match? I've definitely heard people that do that. Which makes sense. I've definitely run into positions where it's just like, it's too much. Forked Bolt. Okay. I guess Fork Bolt and Bolt deal with our board. We do have Maze of Bits, which is nice. Is Forked Bolt? Oh, we drew Saga. That's pretty nice. Murktide? Okay. The only reason it's a good draw is that it allows us to have the exact mana we need next turn to be able to depths, which is pretty cool. I'm also going to try to get away from Submerge as an out for my opponent. Oh, it doesn't tap for mana. It does. It doesn't. We can't even with Yavimaya. I assume it just dies then. He just dies straight away? Rough, okay. It doesn't see the board? Interesting. Well, then I should have got Maze, I think. I think Maze was the better get then. I don't want to play the step just yet either. But we're pretty close to just dead to Bolt. Yeah, Alpine Mode is really cool tech. Bolt will cost 2. Yep. Tough. Yeah, if I knew about the moon, I would have definitely gone for a maze there. I think I'm happy just running this back, to be honest. Yeah. Hey, it's on me. Atomy? Atomy. I don't think Tabernacle's where I want to be because I am playing my own creatures, but it's definitely interesting. Interesting. Turn 1 Saga. Ditch the Windswept in the Dark Depths and just go from there. I'm so sorry. I'm just gonna keep this and go for turn 1 Saga. We get to just empty our hand, right? Yeah. Green-white affinity. Okay, opponent keeps 7. I guess Meltdown would be pretty good for my opponent. Yeah, I assume I can target their graveyard? Or maybe not. Oh, it's not a May? Okay. I think I'll just hold the Soul Guide. This... I guess the upside is then becomes a 4/4. I think that's better. I'm going to exile Dark Depth, so if they have Surgical in their deck, they can't, like, Surgical Dark Depth there. No Wasteland. That's pretty nice. No. Okay, no moon. No moon's nice. Wasteland probably best draw here. Wasteland just so good. Windswept not too bad either. I really want to see Island here because Meltdown just kind of scares me. Okay. Yeah, Meltdown would be pretty nice. The question is, do I want another guy? Or do I want to go for something else? I think I want another construct. And just go all in. The other line is like over 2 turns. Yeah. I feel ya. I think we just get map here. And then we can map for Mazavith to buy some time. Question is, how much do I attack for? Do I attack with both creatures and put them down to 10? Or hold up Reclaimer? Yeah. I guess because we can use the map to find a land, so I don't really need to do anything. Interesting. I'm not going to fetch then. Yeah, I assume that's Murktide, just trying to fill the bin. Or Gutshot, but this doesn't work the way they want, because we can fetch to get the 3rd land into the bin if they're trying to kill it. Unless they have Surgical as well. Surely they have Surgical. Surgical at Windswept Heath? No. I guess we should just do this now in case they have like land into Murktide. Oh, okay. Nice. There's also a world here where I don't want to get rid of the Expedition map just to keep the constructs as 5/5s. But if I go and get Maze, then I could like attack with my own Elvish Reclaimer and then unblock it. Unattack it. Unattack it. Another Brainstorm, okay. Really digging. They're also kind of locked because they just hit the they played the island, so they haven't played a fetch land. I think I might also attack with everything and then map for Wasteland just to take them off a 2nd red. Yeah, I mean, like, Saga's just so good here. Pretty amazing. I'm just gonna do the bathroom. Be back in a sec. Yeah, some amount of submerges, like maybe like a random dress down deals with the tokens, and then also makes the Elvish Claimer a 1/2. But pretty tough. Pretty tough. The list has been pretty sweet as well. I do have some thoughts on just like little changes based on just like how I like to play Magic, but overall it's been pretty fun. I really like Shadow Spear, and I also really like Sylvan Library. So I could kind of see a list with like, instead of the 3 Esper Sentinels, 2 libraries and then 1 Shadow Spear. Which, look, there's definitely going to be another league after this, so might as well try it out. See how it goes. I think Library's so strong, and especially in a deck that can churn it out on turn 1 and come back from that. This list is my gateway to playing lands, let's be honest, but it's just it's so fun. It's so fun. It is so fun. It is it's really fun. It's really fun. Making it 2020, come on. Hey B1, are you? That's very cool. Nice. How did you go in your first MTGO league? I am gonna keep this. Am I? Yeah, no guts, no glory. Pauper? Nice. Oof. Oh no. Oh no. I think they're taking the mocks. Oh, they take the Esper Sentinel. Interesting. Green source? White source. They played Swamp, which is interesting, so I think I'm going to discard the Wasteland. Play Karakas in case they're Reanimator, and then play Reclaimer. Yeah, lands is pretty expensive to say the least. I guess if I thought they were on Pox, I would have played the Dark Depths because that's a land I don't really care if I lose. Double Swamp Thoughtseize. That's making me think they're more on Pox than anything else. It could be on a Black Reanimator, which is pretty scary because that Archon card is very good. And so is the new Angel that gives protection from a type of spell. Oh, Grave Titan? Yikes. Crop Rotation? Plains. I think we just have to play the Dark Depths here so that we can play Reclaimer and then hopefully draw into Crop Rotation. Alright. We have a few draws, which is nice. We do get to play a Reclaimer. And then to be fair, my only thought here is, do I want to sack a land to get Yavimaya and then play the other Reclaimer? I think I just have to hold up stage. Yeah, Yavimaya comes in tapped, but then the Dark Depths taps for mana. Or the land that I keep taps for mana. Yeah, so we can make Ledge next turn. The question is, do I need to block here? It'll be 9. We go to 9. I think I do in case they have like a Brutality. Wasteland, Fetchland, Loam. No. Hey Juka, welcome. Hope you're doing well. Thankfully, when we make the 2020 Reclaim, will become a 3/4 as well. I think just in response to this, I'm just gonna make the big dude keep this one. Triggers. Playing some Paper Legacy, very nice. That is very cool to hear. Go to 8. What you got? Do they have another Brutality? They don't. Nice. Game 1 is huge. Getting that game 1 feels really good. Surgical, yes. Endurance, yes. Graftia's Cage, Swords. Seeing Animate Dead, I kind of want to play the Forces, but we'll see what we want to take out first. Probably Spheres on the draw, let's be honest. And the Sentinels don't really do a whole lot. Explorations. Loams are too slow. There we go. I do like Thalia. I don't mind a Force or 2. Also, Tabernacle's quite good against the Grave Titan, so I think that's actually pretty strong. There we go. Dimir Shadow or Azorius Show and Tell. I like how you said Dimir and Azorius. You have a lot of Legacy players who are old school and don't just go by like blue-white or blue-black. They say Dimir and Azorius, which is very cool. Top hand. We don't have a green source for the Endurance, so I'm going to mulligan this. A little bit too slow and no green source. Okay. We don't have anything to do, but we have a lot of hate. 2 cards back. Gonna put back the... Dark Depths, and probably the Crop here. Why you use just 1 Lotus Petal? I believe it's just for Erza Saga, because there are a few times where you just need a mana, an extra mana that's free off Erza Saga. And it's also like Mox Diamond number 5, so you can cast a Thorn effect on turn 1. I think this is pretty good. Opponent's gone to 5 as well. All the hate in the world. This hand doesn't cast anything, but we have all the time in the world, so we're pretty good. This has to be an Entomb, surely. You go to 5, you keep an Entomb hand? No. Interesting. Alright. Pretty funny hand to look at. opponent really thinking? The hate will make you stronger. Come on, Savannah. Oof, so close. Interesting. Oh, we get to get a free endurance here. Because we can get it back with Exhume. Nice. I'm not sure. I think they have to just get through it somehow anyway, so... Yeah, it's a tough one. It is a tough one to be sure. They did know about it, but like I don't think there's much else they can do. I'm gonna put Surgical back into my deck. Okay. Nice. We get the 4/1. What was it? What was it? It was Mono-B Reanimator. Alright, I'm just going to take a quick break. I'll be back in 2 minutes for another league. See you guys soon.